Good morning students. Today we are going to see about the topic of first part of congruence of triangles. So you are now ready to learn a very important geometrical idea, congruence. In particular, you will study a lot about congruence of triangles. To understand what congruence is, we turn to some activities. Students, you take two matchbox. These two matchbox has same size and same shape because its length here to here, next see its length here to here. These two lengths are equal and these two breadth are equal and its height, this is height and this one also height. These two heights see equal. So now we take two matchbox, this one and this one. Place one matchbox over the other. What do you observe? It? So one matchbox covers the other completely and exactly. This means that two matchbox are of the same shape and same size. Such objects are said to be congruent. The two matchbox used by you are congruent to one another. Congruent objects are exact copies of one another. What is congruence? See here, the relation of two objects being congruent is called congruence. So what is congruence? The relation of two objects. The relation of two objects being congruent is called congruence. See here, these two, what is these two are? Plane. F1 and F2. So look at the two figures given here. See here, F1 and F2. These two planes are congruent. Are they congruent? So we take these two. You can use the method of superposition. Trace copy of one of them and place it over the other. So we take this one and place over the another one. So now these two planes are congruent. If the figures cover each other completely, they are congruent. Alternatively, you may cut out one of them and place it over the other, or we cut this shape, take and place the another one plane. Now these two planes are congruent. So if figure F1 is congruent to figure F2, we write F1, this is F1, it is the congruent F2. Next, see the congruence among line segments. Congruence among line segments. When two line segments congruent, observe the two pairs of line segments given here. This one AB one line segment and CD another one line segment. These two line segments are congruent. So we take any one. I take CD and place over the line segment AB. Now these two line segments are congruent. Suppose we take one scale and measure the length of AB and CD. Both length are equal. It means AB line segment and CD line segments are equal. So these two line segments are congruent. Or we take PQRS. PQRS. It is congruence. It is not a congruence because PQ, its length is more, but RS length is very short. So PQ and RS is not congruence. Is not congruence. So if two line segments have the same, that is equal length, they are congruent. If two line segments have the same length or equal length, they are congruent because AB line segment and CD line segments both are congruent. This is the symbol of congruent. AB line segment, CD line segments are congruent. So given if two line segments have same length or equal length, they are congruent. Also if two line segments are congruent, they have the same length. Students, next see that 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. So look at 4 angles given here. Here ABC 40 degree. Here PQR, it's also 40 degree. And the third one LMN, it is 30 degree. XYZ, it is 40 degree. Now this one 40, this one 40, and this one also 40. It means ABC, PQR, XYZ, that three angles are same degree, that is 40 degree. So that three angles are now it is congruent. So make a trace copy of PQR. Try to superpose it on ABC. We take this angle, place over this angle ABC. So we take and place over here. Now these two angles are 40 degree. So it is congruence. Or we take PQR, place over XYZ. Now here 40 degree, it means here also 40 degree. So these two are congruence. But these two is not congruence because this is 30 degree and this one 40 degree. So first, second and fourth, the three angles are congruence angles. So angle ABC, angle PQR, angle XYZ, the three angles are congruent. If two angles have the same measure, they are congruent. If two angles have the same measure, they are congruent. Also, if two angles are congruent, their measures are same. Also, if two angles are congruent, their measures are. So next we see the congruence of triangles. These two are triangles. We saw that two line segments are congruent where one of them is just a copy of the other. Similarly, two angles are congruent if one of them is a copy of the other. We extend this idea to triangles. This is two triangles. the true triangles are congruent if they are copies of each other and when superposed they cover each other exactly. Suppose we take this one ABC, this one triangle, and PQR, this also another one triangle. Now triangle ABC, now triangle ABC and triangle PQR, triangle ABC and triangle PQR have the same size and shape, same size and same shape, because ABC, this triangle, and PQR, these two triangles are same size and same shape. They are congruent. So we would express this one triangle, it is the symbol of triangle, triangle ABC, this one, triangle PQR, this one. What is this? This is the congruent. This means that when you place the triangle PQR on triangle ABC, P falls on A, this one. This P falls on A, falls on A, and Q falls on B, and R falls on C. So how many sides? 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3. So these two triangles are same size and same shape. It means its length also same. These two length are equal. AB and PQ length equal. BC and QR length equal. AC length and PR length also equal. So it is the congruence. If under a given correspondence two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding parts, that is angles and sides that match one another, are equal. Thus in these two congruent triangles we have corresponding vertices. Corresponding vertices. Which one corresponding vertices? A, this one vertex, and this one vertex. So A and P, A and P, these two are corresponding vertices. Next one, P and Q are corresponding vertices. C and R corresponding vertices. Corresponding vertices. So corresponding vertices are A and P, B and Q, C and R. Next see the corresponding sides. Which one corresponding sides? AB is corresponding to PQ. AB is corresponding to PQ. Next BC is corresponding to the sides QR. Next AC is corresponding to the side PR. So corresponding sides AB and PQ. What is this? This is line segment. Next BC and QR. Next AC and PR. Next one, corresponding angles. See here, this one angle. Its corresponding angles is this one. A and P. These two are corresponding angles. Next one, B and Q, corresponding angles. C and R, corresponding angles. If you place the triangle PQR on triangle ABC such that P falls on B, then should the other vertices also correspond suitably? It need not happen. Take trace copies of the triangles and try to find out. This shows that we'll taking about congruence of triangles, not only the measure of the angles and length of sides matter, but also the matching of the vertices. In the above cases, the correspondent is angle A and angle P, P and Q, C and R. So we may write in this as triangle ABC and triangle PQ are congruence. So next see the examples. Triangle ABC and triangle PQ are congruent under the correspondence ABC. This is the correspondence or QP. ABC or QP. Here first letter A. So we start from A. Here first letter R. It means we start from R here. So we put arrow mark. First one, this one, here to here. And second one B. Here, see here B. Second letter Q here. So we start from here and here. Next third C. Here third P. Here C. Here P. So it is the relations. So write the parts of triangle ABC that corresponds to PQ line segment. Where? Here PQ. It is the PQ line segments. PQ line segments. For better understanding of the correspondence, let us use the diagram. So we use this diagram. The correspondence is triangle ABC and triangle RQP. This means A and R are correspondence, because already we